The Honorable former Vice President of India, Dr. Hamid Ansari, the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Manmohan Singh Ji, P. Chidaranjan, former Finance Minister, Shashi Tharoor, also a good friend of mine, though junior in college, but nonetheless in the Parliament, Professor Nandi and Professor Rathod, and the members of the Samruddha Bharat Foundation, the trustees, and the distinguished audience that is here. I think this is an extremely timely venture that the Samruddha Bharat Foundation has undertaken. And it's not an easy job to bring together 140 thinkers, the best of the minds together, to discuss this issue of the vision for India. And that vision for India, today we are at a defining point. The biblical age span of 70, which is what our republic is today, we are at a defining moment on what will be the future of this republic. And I think the energy that has come out with the youngsters today, the very redeeming factor, that the symbols of nationalism, so to speak, the Indian flag, the preamble of the Constitution, and the singing of the national anthem, these have become the standard slogans that are being raised in this movement that is there in the country today. And I think this will define which way we should move forward. But this, in a sense, is also a reflection or a continuation of the battle between three visions that emerged during our struggle for freedom and defining what India is all about. One, and the mainstream vision during our freedom struggle, was of course led by the then Congress, which recognized, and all three were born in the decade of the 1920s, which recognized that a country of such diversity and such plurality can never remain united unless there's a political structure that is founded on secular democracy. The other, to which I belong to, that stream, though I was born much later, after the Constitution was adopted, was the one that said, yes, absolutely correct, but it has to move forward. That the political independence we gain must be converted into the economic independence of our people and for social justice. And that will mean a march, continuing march towards socialist objectives. The third was an antagonistic vision that had a twin expression, which defined India, or sought to define India, on the basis of the religious affiliation of its people. And the twin that was born was that of the concept of an Islamic state and the Hindu Rashtra. And this battle between these three visions has been continuing for this century. And today we have reached a defining point of how the future of India will be shaped on the basis of which vision. And that is why I think this is a very, very important initiative and an effort that is being made. And these volumes should contribute to this churning that is taking place today in the country. Because what is required is actually a new paradigm through which these values are now communicated to our youngsters. And this paradigm and the synergy that we see now, which has to be further strengthened, that synergy will have to be built around this new manner in which we can communicate. And that is very important. And for that, I think these volumes will play a very important role in contributing to this churning that is currently taking place. There will be many battles, of course, but eventually the battle is that of what this idea of India is all about. It is an inclusive concept. What we have today is the battle with the exclusivist concept. Plurality of this sort in India can only be strengthened by strengthening the bonds of commonality that run through our diversity. Any effort to try and impose a uniformity over this diversity will lead to the implosion of this country. And that is the defining movement where we are today. And that is why I think I would like to congratulate the entire trustees of the Samruddha Bharat, Gurudev Sapal, and a young friend who's taken this entire initiative in getting all this organized, the editors of course, and of course the publisher, the Penguin, for having published this volume and the subsequent ones, and wish all of, requesting or appealing to all of you that whether you like it or not, we are part of this current churning. We have to take a position. Only appealing to you to take a position, and hope this series and these contributions will help in the process of at least shaping, if not crystallizing, a point of view on what the idea of India should be, and we need to preserve it today. We owe it to the posterity, we owe it to our country, and I'm sure you'll all join this current battles that are going on. Thank you. Thank you very much.